It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. Angela, can you tell us a little bit about this, the old In the Foxhole podcast that I keep seeing and hearing about all over the place?
Starting pretty soon, right?
Yes, so JC and I are launching a podcast together called In the Foxhole. It launches
When you
tomorrow.
say JC, are you talking about Jared?
It is so funny. Oh my gosh. Kurt Kempton was just on my show earlier today and he kept saying Jared. And he's like, it's Jared now, right? Not JC. And I was like,
it's officially
his name. It's for the check mark.
But I thought we had to call him Jared now.
Oh. Kurt actually thought, anyway. In the Foxhole, exciting. It's starting tomorrow. And it is all about not just the highlight reel of entrepreneurship, but the moments in the foxhole, in the trenches, the struggles, transparency, vulnerability, and who's in the foxhole with you at those times. So we have a great lineup of first guests that were just really exciting. So we're excited to launch those first episodes and share them with the audience.
Sweet. Is it a once a week type of podcast? Is it a wide open, could go 3 hours type of podcast, or what are people in store for? What kind of
so it is not a live show. We didn't do live show format like this one and like mine. They are pre-recorded ones, but one will launch each week. So we'll have a new episode each week, and some surprising guests with just great stories. And we're excited. They are about 45 minutes to an hour. So we try to keep the same format of engaging link and real stories of vulnerability. A lot of times we just hear the success stories, maybe a few of the struggles, but we really try to take a deep dive, take the curtains off of what those struggles were and what they felt like.
Hell yeah. Those are usually the best lessons learned and the ones that reciprocate the most, because everybody's been there, but people just don't talk about them because it's not revenue and it's not sexy. So I dig it. How many episodes you guys already lay down? I know you haven't.
We've had a lot of fun doing it. We recorded the first 3 in Omaha, a studio there, and then I think just 2 more in North Carolina when I was with them. So we have 5 and some more in store to record. So it's been a lot of fun. The journey's been a lot of fun. We have a great tribe of supporters that have had fun watching, and join the Facebook group. You'll get some funny behind the scenes clips.
I can imagine. What do you identify as a podcaster now?
I suppose now this is my
you got so many damn shows now. You're a friggin' celebrity.
Well, all of them, they're all different, right? Like I tell you say I'm old faithful and I'm always here. But your show was like the beginning to a whole different trajectory in my life. And I love the energy of everyone on the show. Like I will never miss one of the highlights of my week, this whole group dynamic.
Woohoo.
And
don't worry, Dan. I tell her all the time, don't forget the little guy, Dan and Dave.
Yeah.
And she's like,
right.
Who? Yeah. Who you I'm like, me and Dan. She's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sure.
You guys that first met me. And then I love my show as well, like just a one-on-one conversation with somebody. I mean, there's funny and laughing. And I really love the dynamic of JC and I doing it together. As a little kid, like my dream, I loved watching Jane Pauley, Brian Gumbel, and then Katie Couric on the Today Show. Like a duo interviewing people. And that was always something I wanted to do. I just love that dynamic of it. So it's been lots of fun, but it's also like living out this childhood dream.
Yeah, how is the dynamic different? Because I've had a co-host on my late night show off and on, like every once in a while. Rob, when I first started, Bobby Walker co-hosted for me for over a year. Like he was on damn near every episode, and then Rob jumped in. He's done a bunch of them. Now I kind of run them solo, but I miss having a co-host for a lot of reasons. How has that dynamic changed? And obviously, like you and JC are pretty close. So like How is that dynamic? Are you mutual hosts? Is one of you the co-host? Is one the lead and one the co-host? And how do you decide do you guys have questions decided ahead of time?
What Dan is asking is who gets to wear the pants on your new podcast. That's what he's asking. That's the only question he has.
Is that what I'm asking? I don't know what I'm asking. That's why I'm pretty sure all questions in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jason.
I think we do a great job of co-hosting it together so far. Like the dynamics that, were like my idols to dynamic it after. I think we have a good energy of it back and forth. It was important to me, and I didn't know how that would work, but is why we're not doing live shows and pre-recording. One of the reasons is I wanted us to be in the same physical space when we were doing it. So it'd be different if you were co-hosting a show like this and say, Dan, you and I were co-hosting and, Dave and Corey were the guests or were one of the guests. It's different when you're in different rooms, just like the guest is in a different room. So I wanted to make sure that we did it when we were physically in the same space and that we, then our guest was on Zoom. She's definitely the boss.
JC.
We know, JC. It was a joke question. We're well aware. We know that all of us are married. No, we know.
Although, well, I probably shouldn't.
Go ahead.
When we were in Vegas, you told everybody I like to be told what to do. So, right? Remember that?
I could see that going a little sideways.
We're at the roulette table. We had the whole table. And Angela had.
We were playing blackjack, and I didn't want a tip. I didn't want a suggestion. I was like, just tell me, hit or not.
So,
that was.
So Angela's like, I just want to be told what to do. And her friend Caitlin's like, I just like to watch. And we're like, wow, who are these ladies? Anyway, I'm just kind of putting that out there. It was hilarious.
That was the context. I was like, stop giving me a 15-minute explanation. Just.
I like Angela's comment. I think I like Caitlin's rebuttal better. Like on the spot, I just like to watch. That's pretty wicked little retort there.
And she was.
You're talking about blackjack, guys. Just blackjack.
She was meaning in the terms of blackjack. She did not want to play.
Oh yeah, we know what
we're talking about. Oh, we're still talking about playing cards.
Yeah, okay. We know what she was meaning, Angela. We're just taking it to a different direction because it's what we do. It's fine.
David's like that. Anyway, back to the podcast. Yes, I think we do a great job of the co-hosting. In the beginning, we tried to create an outline of who would begin and introduce, but stay tuned for the first episode because we didn't get the introduction right.
Some free entertainment.
Co-hosts are supposed to introduce themselves, right? You should say, hi, this is your host, Angela, and then JC should say,
and I'm JC.
And I don't know which one of us said.
This is JC, anyway. And this one's Angela. Yeah, you can do it either way. You can introduce yourselves or introduce each other.
So it got better as it went on, but yeah, I'm enjoying the co-host.
I think it'd be more fun to inappropriately introduce each other incorrectly. That'd be good.
Maybe we'll try that next time.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.